All right, guys, I'm going to do a quick morning ride. It's early. Hopefully nobody will care that I'm on the road for a minute or two headed towards this little trail that I ride. I'll just make some quick notes as to comparison with the electric motion and what have you. I got my full gear on now, so I can go to sport mode. And we'll see how the traction is. Again, I think that tire is incredibly tiny for the amount of power that the sport mode has, so definitely want to swap that out. It totally looks out of place in this bike. They definitely need to beef that up from the factory. Hopefully they'll put like an 18 on it and start putting more rubber on it. I guess that's going to be our job, but I don't care. I mean, obviously it'd be nice to put the 21 in the front too, I guess. I think the electric motion's, I think, a 2118. Anyway, let you guys know how it goes here. I learned a little bit more about the settings last night. I'm gonna put this in my holder here and see if I can do this with you. Okay, I got it tightened in. Hopefully you can see what I see. You see where this thing's pointing. Can't see. What is that thing? Why do I see some sort of funny... Oh, it's a reflection of the helmet. I didn't know it had a sticker. Oh yeah, it's got a sticker on it. Okay, hopefully you guys can see everything. Alright, so as we learned last night with the two levers, your button up here, you can see that, and then your other ready button. Those two will get it in. You pull them together and it'll get it into the modes where you can set the engine braking and the regen braking and so forth. All right, I did it a little bit already, but I will just gonna go for a quick ride. Talk to you in a minute. All right, let me get this garage closed. All right. Hopefully the sheriff doesn't mind. I still got the plastic on this tail light and everything. And see what happens here. All right, so it's got a nice size. I'm 5'10", 165 pounds roughly, and you just hit the ready button. Here's, you got your key on. Can you see all that? And there's your ready light, and we're in business already. So the throttle's a little choppy. I think there's some throttle adjustments. It's kind of like not as finessey as the electric motion. Let's see what mode I'm in. I'm going to leave it in economy for a minute. I think I left it on D yesterday. Eyes feel a little blurry this morning. It kind of, like the electric motion, I immediately feel like I want to stand up. This kind of feels like you want to sit down a little bit. When you stand up, I feel like I am a little far forward. The one thing that does bug me, I noticed right away, is that, oops, here comes a car, is that the kickstand, I don't know if you can see that, the string's hanging in your face. Let me see here, get the string out of the way. The kickstand is constantly touching the back of your foot. So I don't know if I would take that off if I was dirt riding. So the kickstand's a little bit annoying for your motocross foot if you're riding on the balls of your feet. I think I got the controls pretty where I want them. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge cockpit. I almost feel like maybe I would want to move the bars further forward or something like that if you could. I don't know, you can't really turn that around and it, no, maybe you can. No, I don't think you can. Anyway, it's got kind of a funny little whir in the low speeds, and then it kind of goes away once you get up a little bit. I charged it fully last night, and the charger worked pretty good despite the fact that I have that I kept saying mountain bikey controls on my other video. I mean they are obviously reversed, because normally your mountain bike rear brake is on the right and your left brake's on the front, When I guess I said that, I was kind of just saying they're both brakes on the handlebars, no foot brake. But this is identical to the Electric Motion, really, so I don't know why I felt like it wasn't the same in a sense. When I say identical, I get a lot of regen on the left with the Electric Motion. I'm not going to get as much with this, I guess. Watch out for these cars. Kill me. I'm kind of a little bit afraid of that rear tire because I've got the suspension all the way back down. It still feels stiff. Comes some guy. Morning. They look at you like you're driving a UFO. I don't know if you guys are still on there or not. You can see what I'm doing here. Anyway, got a good buzz to it. Seat's not bad. I mean, you're going to be standing up. I mean, it feels, I think my feet are higher. I mean, I'm higher off the ground than an Electric Motion. Obviously, I can't hear what's behind me. Rear brake is really aggressive. It's good. It'll skid that little tire quickly. Front brake is starting to break in, get a little more aggressive. I'm on the economy mode, so it's nice and gentle. I would recommend that in the beginning. Oh, here comes the same woman again. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Maybe she's the newspaper delivery woman. Something. Probably won't be able to hear me now that I'm starting to move a little bit. Yeah, she's following me. Feels a little heavier. I don't know if it's got the miles per hour set now. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't know if I mentioned it. To set the miles per hour, you just hold down, you have the bike off, the keys off, you hold down the, oh great, this woman's following me around, god damn it. Get off my ass. Anyway, to set the miles per hour, you just have the key off, hold this button, the M button down, and then turn the key on and just keep holding it, and it'll switch to miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. I don't even know what that 30 thing is. Is that like my top speed that I hit? Maybe. I don't know what that thing is. It keeps showing you a number. I don't know if that's like the top speed I just hit or what. See that? Anyway, let's go. I'm going to put it in drive now. Give me some more power. Okay, there's drive. See the D mode? Yes, I can never see what I'm seeing on this thing. D mode right there now. Now we're getting a little more. Now this will pull up a little bit. There, the front wheel's coming off the ground. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The D is a hell of a lot. Oh, I keep reaching for a foot brake. I don't know, I'm used to. I gotta adjust my levers a little bit. They're a little far out for me, but. The D is definitely a lot more aggressive. Whoops, sorry. Now how am I gonna tighten this thing up here? Which is the tightening? Oh, there it is. Tighten this phone up a little bit. What the heck is going on here? Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me see what you guys can see. Okay. Alright, you can see. Alright, let's... I'm gonna get in trouble out here today. Oh boy, here comes one of our locals. Morning. This kid's... There's two kids in the neighborhood that want to see this Sur-Ron real bad. Keep stopping by the house. Yeah. Yeah, this thing will smoke the Electric Motion probably. Well, I know the top speed's a little higher, and I think that, I mean, this is just in the drive mode. This little string, where the hell is it? trying to wind this string out of the way here. Okay, so yeah, this thing will smoke the electric motion power-wise. And got a lot of pull in these lower speeds. Yeah, the electric motion has no snap once you're up, you know, to speed, really. So you're not going to be pulling a wheelie while you're doing 20 on electric motion. Unless you have the clutch, maybe. I don't even know then. It's just a whole different kind of thing. It's kind of like gentle and predictable. This thing's slightly maybe slightly unpredictable power in a sense. Hopefully you can hear me. Probably a lot of wind noise. I already hit, what did I hit, 46 or something? That thing's fast as hell. Let's see if I can cross the road without getting run over. Oh, I got directionals, holy cow. I think I'll just pull in here for a second. And get ready to cross the road. Okay, we're hitting a little curvy here. Yeah, getting a little shock action. See here. Alright, so yeah, this thing's got plenty of power to be a blast. It's a lot of, I mean, I'm sitting down, like, normally I wouldn't sit down on the electric motion. It just is much lower, so you don't feel like sitting down as much. You want to stand constantly. So here's my little test trail. Probably going to run into some folks back here that aren't going to be happy, but it doesn't say no bikes. All right, I'm going to stand up. I feel too high when I stand up. I almost want the pegs lower, like or maybe the bars higher, but I don't want to bring my center of gravity up anymore. I'll change the angle of the camera here for you. So, yeah, it pulls up nice. The suspension is a lot better than the electric motion in terms of hitting big, rooty, ruddy things. Electric motion is you're feeling a lot more of it. This thing, I don't even feel like getting this thing dirty because I don't feel like cleaning it. I'm going to try to stay out of the mud. But, like, I'll hit a heavy root here or something, and it feels, this is a really tight suspension compared to the electric motion. Like the electric motion, I would just be wallowing over these things. So here's a metal pipe. Some good roots here that are kind of, it's a nice tight suspension. Like the bike feels really tight. You know, no rattles, no loose junk, no slap of any sort. It just feels quality, actually. It's a little harsh, even though I have the suspension. I'm hitting the front brakes just to play with the suspension. Even though I have the suspension set on the softest mode, it still feels harsh. I'm going to get this darn thing dirty, and I don't feel like getting it dirty. I'm going to just take it easy through here because I know there's going to be some walkers that'll be mad at me if I go too fast. There could be walkers, even though it's early. It's only 7:30 or something, I think. So, like, if I were flying through here and I hit some roots and stuff, yeah, this thing's a blast. This thing can take a good hit. I don't feel the kickstand as much anymore. Here's some good roots to hit. Bang. Oh shit. I keep reaching for a foot brake. I don't know why. I guess I'm used to my electric motion. I have a foot brake. Yeah, you can pull the wheel up nice and get over stuff. This thing's gonna be a little off-road beast. It's so light too, man. Wow, this thing's fast and powerful. Pull it up. Can hop over stuff. What I love is no clutch because my hands just had enough of the clutch. I beat the crap out of it the other day. I got the damaged hand and then I smashed it out in Moab, even worse. And on my X trainer there, the cross trainer, the beta, working the clutch. And then I came out after I thought I was healed up. I came out here and, like a dumbass, tried practicing my clutch work, and wheelie work with the clutch and wore the hell out of my kind of semi-healed hand. And I was sorry. So now I gotta let it kind of heal all over again. But anyway, this is a tight little bike. The suspension's hitting hard. I'm gonna have to like soften that up. I feel like there's not much give at all in this suspension. And I got it all the way down. I'm gonna have to see what other settings to play with. But like I said, this would probably be good for flying over jumps because it's got there's some little wheel lift there. Oh, see, I keep looking for that rear brake, man, to save my ass. And I don't have it. It is my little power line road. See, I don't want to go through that water today. I don't feel like getting this thing filthy. I kind of got the electric motion screwed up the other day, maybe because that was partly salt water. The chain's like super rusty. All right, I'm going to stay out of the water today. All right, so let's look at our slow speed maneuvering ability. Yep, I'm standing up, no foot down. Okay, so if you had to hop over a log right now, you can easily see. I got to get some rear tire on this thing. That little teeny skinny thing's going to spin out too easy. It doesn't lay down a big enough footprint. I mean, it's fine, but yeah, you can pull this up easy. My left hand with the my 4 fingers, I don't have enough grip to hang on to a hard wheelie and grab the brake at the same time anymore. So I have to be cautious. Yeah, it is tempting to keep riding wheelies with this thing, and I'm not even on sport mode. I don't think I would ride it in sport mode a ton just so I could have the extra battery length. And it hits hard when it comes down. I can't believe I've got it in the softest suspension setting, I think, unless I'm doing something wrong, but these are backed all the way out. Yeah, these are backed all the way out. And still it hits hard. I must got to do the other settings down below, but this thing's nasty. I like it. I really shouldn't afford to keep it, but I was thinking of just buying it, making a couple of videos, and getting rid of it. I feel like I've been spending too much money lately, so I feel a little bit like forced into the attack position, at least for my height and size, which is a good position to be in. It's a good aggressive position to be in. But stay out here a little bit, keep the tires cleaner. I've already got it sprayed with dirt. Oh shit, see that little rear tire? I mean, I had my weight on the back and I just hit it lightly. It still spun the rear tire, which is nutty. Great, out here we got some fishermen going out here. Let's see if we can tease the gators. Get down by the water's edge, see if they're looking for us. Nope. Alright, get out of here. It feels kind of notchy in the steering for some reason. Morning. Definitely doesn't have the turning radius that the electric motion has. You can turn that thing around on top of itself. I just can't get my brain around that rear brake on the left just yet. I don't know why, because my electric motion is the same. Something's wrong with my brain with this thing. Maybe because I still have the rear brake on the foot with the electric. I have both, obviously. I do a lot of braking with the regen on the electric motion, the left lever, and the ZX. Actually, that is just regen. What am I talking about? It ain't a brake, but it feels like a brake, and that's all I use in the woods. And I do use the rear brake for, wheelie cover, but I'm not a great wheelie person anyway, so I can only pull it up like 10, 15, 20 feet, like that. And I didn't even cover the brake like I should have. Trying to bite the bike with my legs because, like I said, my left hand's just not strong enough anymore to hang on and control the brake at the same time. All right, we're back to our dirty little water area. All right, so let's go back on our little Rudy test track. Oh, she pulls up great. That thing's amazing. Bang for the buck, this thing is awesome. There we go, a little skid. Let's go down in here, trying to get it too dirty. This thing is amazing. So yeah, the suspension can take a whooping, man. It's a heavy duty suspension. It's definitely a jumper suspension. Probably what they see all these young kids doing, jumping the hell out of it, so they built serious suspension on it. Yeah, I gotta swap out that rear tire because I'm just gonna flip this thing without enough traction back there, because I'm gonna horse it, and it's got so much power. Like the Electric Motion's power delivery is not radical like that, or I'm also dealing with a much softer, wider footprint, so it's not going to slip out anyway. You know, I'm dealing with all that tread on the Trials tire, and it doesn't have the, I mean, it's powerful, it's just not like this kind of power. And it's definitely more motocrossy feeling, obviously, which is what it's supposed to be, but I do want a rear tire. So if I was flying through here and hit some big stuff, it'd be fun. Hitting these roots. Yeah, I probably would feel better with a 21 front. I wouldn't feel like I'm banging into these roots so hard. Gotta play around with the suspension settings. Don't know much about it. Oh, here's a nice root to hit the front. I'm gonna flip this thing with that rear tire. Either way, I think you need more rear tire. Wow, this thing's nimble. It's so light. I guess I'm a little afraid of riding around here just because I don't even know if you're supposed to be in here or not. You get the brown or the stink eye when you run into people down here. Yeah. Okay. Moral of the story: this thing pulls up nice. You can see my tire treads when I tore it apart. Okay, the handlebars feel a little bit abusive in that they transfer the energy through. Probably could use some rubber grommets in here. I heard there weren't any. Would be nice to have like a rubber mounted handlebar to absorb some of that initial light shock vibration. Suspension's quite stiff, which will be good for faster speeds. I'm not really running a lot of fast speeds. I like to run the slower stuff now in the woods and the rocks and crawl more, so I might soften it up as much as I can. But this thing is amazing. I'm very impressed. Like I said, the bang for the buck is off the charts. Yeah, faster than the Electric Motion, more power, pulls wheelies easier, and that's just in the few minutes I rode it. It's nimble, doesn't have the turning radius, doesn't have the finesse. It won't be quite the technical crawler that Electric Motion is and Traction King. It might be with some tire swap out, and you know, throttle modulation is fine. Once you get used to it, you could do any technical thing you had to and have total confidence. So love the thing. It's beautiful. They did an incredible job. I mean, for the money, it's incredible. I mean, out the door, like I said, that Electric Motion's like 11.3, 4, 5. And this thing's, you know, well, it depends on where you buy it. As you can tell, I guess I now learned that I bought it through the Chinese/European channel. That's why I have a funky charger and that transformer thing, that big bulky thing. So I didn't know that. Maybe, I don't know, does the US one come with all the directionals or not? I don't know about that yet. I don't think there's been any US ones out there yet. They're all gray market imports or what have you. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut here and go ride a little bit more aggressively, put the camera away, and talk to you guys later. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. I hope it helps, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.